Hello everybody, Martin here, back with another Burning Oath video on the play here. So, is this something we can keep? Wow. If only this were a black, a green, or a blue mox, I'd be very tempted to keep. As it is, I don't really see how we can keep this hand, unfortunately, so let's go ahead and mulligan. This, on the other hand, is a perfectly keepable hand. So, there's a Flusterstorm. I think we put this on, I guess it doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna crack the Delta and preordain. So, I think here we get probably we get tropical, just in case orchard gets wasted, or strip mined, or something. Well, I think we want both of these cards. So, it's interesting in Vintage where Jace the Mind Sculptor can kind of come down as like ambush you almost because of Black Lotus. Because if I were playing Legacy, I would leave the Oath of Druids on top and then draw the Time Walk. So as if our opponent was to probe us or duress us, then we would then they wouldn't know that we had the oath, and they wouldn't be able to discard it if it was a discard. But if we leave Oath on top and they go like land, Lotus, Jace, Fate Seal us, that's pretty bad. But I think I'm gonna put it on top and then draw the Time Walk, just because we have Force to hope to protect ourselves against Jace, I guess. Okay, our opponent goes Flooded Strand. So we could just try and go for it here, but they have left open mana. They might have Flusterstorm. They can't Flusterstorm the Oath, but if they have Flusterstorm and Force, then we lose the Oath. Could also just Time Walk, but I mean, what does that really get us? If we Time Walk and hit, I guess we could Time Walk into second Force. That's probably the best case scenario. Anything else, maybe Time Walk into Misstep in case they have Pierce Force. I don't hate Time Walking, actually. I guess the thing is, I'm just going back over my own decision here. Again, if we Time Walk and they counter it, and we just say, okay, whatever, and then they have a Wasteland or Strip Mine for an Orchard, that's pretty bad. Or our drop. Well, I guess it's not in the end of the world, because they will still get the creature from when we cast Time Walk, and we just need to find another mana source. But I'm going to Time Walk. I've convinced myself. Yeah. And we drew the Misstep. I think that's actually decent. We're going to go for it here, and they might have Force Fluster or Force, in which case we lose. Well, I mean, we don't lose, but we lose the Oath. They don't, however, and just pass the turn. So they might have, what, removal for our Oath? This is the same opponent that I played last, who's on Tiny Robots, but I'm guessing they're not on Tiny Robots this go around with Flooded Strand. So I think we misstep this. I guess it could be bait, and it's not terribly important as we're going to get to Oath now. So let's see. We draw the Gristlebrand. Perfect. Wow. So now we just want to activate Gristlebrand and find an Omniscience, I think. And some more counter magic, maybe. Well, we don't find Omniscience. We find Emrakul. So, do we care? I guess we can lead off with a probe. Sorry, not probe, ponder. But let's just maybe play out a land first. Yeah, let's play out a land. I guess we don't want these. Or maybe we just want the second force. That way we would have... Yeah, we'd only have force. We can only force and misdirect once, like twice. Sorry. That means if we draw the force here, we need the misstep to have like access to a third pitch counter. So let's just shuffle these. Draw another orchard. Let's play out our Moxen. That's actually what we could have done. We could have kept the force and then have a hardcast force and then still have double pitch. Don't think we play out the Mana Crypt. I'd rather discard a land. That way we can't just pitch force. Sorry, hardcast force, but yeah, so maybe actually I should have played out the Mana Crypt. It's just our life total is not irrelevant here. Especially with them fetching red, so they could have like bolt. The trick from now on also is to remember not to trigger Oath, because we have the only other creature in the deck is in our hand, so if we were to trigger Oath, we would promptly lose. So what are they up to? They just pass. I hope I trigger Oath. I'm choosing this guy. Say okay, say no. Draw land. So I guess we attack here. I mean, last turn we could have also just told Emrakul into play, and we would have then won here if they had nothing to do about that. But we didn't, because we were wanting to play it safe. So let's try and draw another 7. There's the Omniscience. There is Burning Wish. So Omniscience makes this a go, right? So let's play land. Let's play the Mana Crypt because it's +1 for a Flusterstorm. We also have double show and tell, I guess. So our opponent has cast 1 spell this game. Wonder what they're up to. They just don't show in anything, or a land, I guess. So you know what? If we Burning Wish for Thoughtseize, and Thoughtseize, then we drop to 6. Cast Emrakul, take our extra turn, maybe drop to 3 with the Mana Crypt. That opens us up to Bolt. But we can also just Burning Wish for... No, we can't. I was thinking say we could Burning Wish for Enter the Infinite, and then Burning Wish again for Thoughtseize, which we can, but then because our third Burning Wish has been milled, we can then Burning Wish for Tendrils. I'm just trying to work out if I can get their hand. Like I want to get some information about what they're up to. I think just casting the Emrakul here is probably just a win, right? Let's cast Jace, actually, and then let's Fate Seal them, just to see if that gives away anything. Dack Phaeton. Okay. So that could be any number of, it could be like Jeskai Mentor or Grixis Mentor, I guess, or Pyromancer, or Grixis Thieves. The thing is, if we do the Burning Wish for Thoughtseize, and they have double bolt and some Flusterstorms, there's a chance I lose that, I think. So let's just cast the Emrakul. Yeah, let's preordain. I wouldn't mind fighting a Flusterstorm. And we do. And we also get to draw the Force. So now I actually don't mind Burning Wishing for Thoughtseize. So let's see here. Let's choose heads. And we win the die, the coin flip. Great. Let's cast this guy, get the Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize them. And they concede, they don't want to show. Okay, well, I think we like the Elish Norn here. I think it's a pretty safe bet that they're running creatures. Do we want some more removal? Probably we do. Probably we want like Decay and Grudge. Maybe not Grudge. Maybe we want 2 Decay. And maybe we want the Deluge as well. And maybe that's going a bit overboard when we haven't actually seen them cast a creature. Let's see. So I'm assuming they are on a lot of counter spells, so let's dump this Vampiric Tutor. It's not that hot to have card disadvantage. Maybe we can stand to lose the Misdirection and a Preordain. I'm not sure if maybe it's correct to cut a Mox. Maybe we want the Preordain over the Jace because there's a chance they're running like Pyroblasts and just also bolts, so I think we keep this because of the recall and the Misstep to protect it. Having Elish Norn in hand is not the best, but not the worst. If we can get show and tell off, having double omniscience is meh, but let's try this. So what have they got? Cage, sure. If we stop them on their upkeep, they will have open like mana for Flusterstorm. So I think I actually like doing it on their end step or in response to something they do. The recall, I mean. Well, now they have Mana Drain open. So maybe we wait. Yeah, pass the turn. Brainstorm. Hang on. Yeah, we let them do that. And if they fetch on their upkeep, then we recall. Ugh, but I mean, probably they don't. fetch now. So I guess we could recall now, but that leaves us with having to discard potentially 2 cards, which would suck. I say potentially, I mean like almost certainly. Cavern of Souls on humans, I guess. Scab Clan Berserker. So that's kind of rough for us. But let's recall here. If we can find Show and Tell, then that's pretty good. If they have Force here, I'm going to be sad. They do. So we just have to let Scab Clan resolve. It'll haste and have Renown. And now we get shocked every time we play a spell. Alright. 2 damage. I mean, we're still live for Show and Tell. Feels like we should have misstepped that brainstorm, but yeah, what do you know? Dack? Sure. So that Dack doesn't find a land, but they get to get some card quality. So I guess we just get all of our colors out here and hope to draw something. Time Walk, we go down to 11. I think we do that. Come on, Show and Tell. Guess not. So we get 5, 6, 7. So we need 3 more mana. Like if we draw a Lotus, we can actually hardcast the Omniscience. But we're drawing pretty close to dead soon with them having this clock on us. And Dack can dig them closer to like bolts and stuff. Time Walk, sure. So we go down to 5. So now we're in getting close. We're in range of a bolt if we are to cast a second like a spell. If we were to top deck, Alright, so we draw and dig through time, but that feels like a day late and $1 short. So I think we're gonna just have to concede. So like if we dig, we drop to 3 into bolt range. Plus we didn't have the graveyard to really dig effectively. So we wouldn't be able to cast whatever we found. Like if it was like the Show and Tell we were looking for. So I think maybe we want the Deluge. And I mean, Elish Norn doesn't doesn't wipe the Scab Clan Berserker, but does sort of roadblock it. And probably kills a lot of their other, like, critters. So I don't know. What do we omit here? Maybe we shave a preordain against my better judgment. So let's see here. We're going to be on the play here. Shit. Sorry. Quadruple Oath. I don't know what the odds are that. Let's mulligan. This is pretty sweet. We have turn 1 Oath with the Orchard. They've mulliganed to 6 as well. So let's keep this. Hope they don't have turn 1 Force. Or turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage. I think we're going to scry preordain to the top. So I think if we want to Oath here, like cast Oath, so the question is, do we play the Orchard or not? If we don't play the Orchard but the Tropical instead, that might make them not want to use a Force on the Oath. I say might. But that also then delays our combo for 1 turn where they get to search for a Grafdigger's Cage. So I think I'm actually just more on the side of counting on them not having the cage. Sorry, them not having the Force. I should have played the Mox first. Stupid. Not the Orchard, just in case that somehow mattered. So let's see. Pay 1. Right, okay. There we go. Do you have the Force? You don't. Or you have it, but also have Cavern Care. So they choose humans. So now they could play... what's it called? The Containment Priest. So I think we still trigger the Oath. I think we do. We don't lose the Containment Priest, but like if we mill everything, that's pretty bad. But we still get to draw the creature, and then yeah, I don't know. It's bad if they have Containment Priest. They didn't. Great. Gristlebrand for the win. So let's draw some cards here. If they have 4 mana open, I wouldn't be drawing against Cavern on humans because they could be like Notion Thief. But yeah. Let's play these. We have Decay open. I think I'm happy just passing the turn, to be honest. I think I'm okay discarding the fetch land, even though that makes Brainstorm worse. Yeah, this looks pretty good for us. So let's attack with Gristlebrand. Gristle Daddy. I mean, we don't need to draw any more cards. So let's just pass the turn. So another land, they are in the Notion Thief realm. So if they drop another land, nah, they don't. Okay, well. Great, so why make it harder than you need to when you can just Oath through Orchard Mox on turn 1? Granted, we didn't have Force backup. That would have been the ultimate kick. Alright, well, so 2 for 2, so that's pretty cool. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be back for some more Oath action. Bye-bye.